of understandings, dialogue. We operate as a public diplomacy initiative. I'm the founder president of this diplomatic insight group. I proudly announce this today that we are celebrating our 10 years of existence. So far, I'm so honored that the diplomatic community has also put their trust on us, and their kind presence today, as the Sunday is not working day. I'm so honored that I'm gathered here with the ambassador of Tunisia, my very dear friend and brother, Mr. Adil Arabi, our friends from Azerbaijan, from Kyrgyzstan, from Uzbekistan, and a few more who will be joining us for this important summit today. I congratulate the Overseas Pakistanis Investment Conventions organizers too. We will be proceeding with the alphabetical order to the countries. First is Republic of Azerbaijan. My very dear friend, a very finest diplomat present in the embassy, Mr. Samir Gulayev, who will be presenting about the opportunities in Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is a beautiful country, is a link between Europe and Asia, and I hope that you will be learning from him about various activities that can be done in the country, what are the opportunities, how you travel, all that. I hope that, Samir, it's over to you, and begin your presentation. You can also now stop the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning. First of all, let me congratulate all organizers and especially the Diplomat Insight Group for organizing such a summit and also for celebrating their 10th anniversary, and express my special gratitude for giving us space to say a few words about Azerbaijan in general and especially business opportunities in our country. So before starting my speech, we would like to show some short videos about Azerbaijan so that you can get general information, please. Thank you very much. As many of you would know that there exist very friendly and warm relations between Azerbaijan and Pakistan for many years. And these relations continue to evolve in various fields as well as in business and trade sectors. The trade volume between the two countries has increased around 25% in the recent years. And there is still much potential, and Azerbaijan is very interested in expanding cooperation with Pakistan in the economic and commercial spheres. A number of joint projects, exhibitions were held in recent years, and we expect the trade turnover will definitely increase in the years ahead. There is much space and opportunities for Pakistani investors in Azerbaijan. Our government has offered different investment projects and facilitated all procedures for starting and doing business in our country. According to World Bank report Doing Business 2019, Azerbaijan implemented a record number of reforms among the 10 top improvers in the world, and making it easier to do business in Azerbaijan, and climbed 32 spots in comparison with last year, and now it's ranked 25th among 190 states in the world. So the fertile conditions have been created for foreign investors in Azerbaijan. Industrial, agricultural, economic zones, and also international transport corridors passing through our country. We do have many facilities for foreign investors as well. Government implements open door policy to allure investments to the economy of the country. We have established a number of industrial, agro, and high technology parks in which foreigners enjoy certain tax holidays and exemptions for many years. Last year, significant amendments to the tax code were also adopted, which provide a major change in the tax system of the country. Till now, around 270 Pakistani businessmen and companies are operating in Azerbaijan. Pakistan has also signed a number of government-to-government agreements with Azerbaijan in various areas, including supply of crude and refined oil products, liquefied petroleum gas, and liquefied natural gas. These agreements were set to allow the two countries to sign multi-million commercial arrangements, and it can reach billions as well, while Azerbaijan has already offered its suggestion to support Pakistan by providing its oil and oil products with deferred payment. Pakistani business community can avail the opportunity to invest in different sectors of Azerbaijan economy, including agriculture, food, construction sector, pharmaceuticals, and also they can export mangoes, citrus, surgical instruments, and sport goods. We can say the same for Azerbaijan's business community, while they can also invest in Pakistan in different sectors, including tourism, oil products, energy, textile, service sector, and also they can export pomegranates and strawberries of Azerbaijan, which are very good in quality. Pakistani business community can use the website www.azexport.az, which provides all the useful information about export opportunities of the country. Through this website, Pakistani business community can contact with Azerbaijani businessmen directly. I think promotion is very important, and we need to give information on a steady basis to our businessmen about opportunities created for them in both of the countries. And if tangible initiatives are taken in this regard, Pakistan-Azerbaijan bilateral trade volume will take very short time to grow more. Moreover, as many of you would be aware of that, Azerbaijan has a very good tourism infrastructure, and rich historical, cultural, and natural heritage of the country attracts visitors from all over the world. Becoming one of the main parts of the economy of Azerbaijan, tourism is developing day by day, and every year the number of visitors from Pakistan to Azerbaijan is also growing. By the decree of the President of Azerbaijan, visa procedures were simplified for our Pakistani brothers and sisters, and now Pakistani citizens can get their visa online. As a consequence of above-mentioned measures, we achieved good results in the number of visitors from Pakistan to Azerbaijan, and we increased it more than 10 times in 2018 if you compare to 2016. So in 2016, the number was 3,800, and in 2018, more than 41,000 visitors from Pakistan went to Azerbaijan. So using this opportunity, I invite all of you to visit my country and get acquainted with business and other opportunities existing there. At the end, I would like to stress that Pakistan-Azerbaijan friendship and brotherhood, inshallah, will be forever, and it will get further strengthened by the support of both of the country's peoples and governments. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Samir, for your your presentation. I hope that the investors and businessmen who are sitting around the table would be interested to invest in your country, and they would like to know more information. They would like to visit you in the embassy, of course. Thank you so much for your presentation. I'm so honored today that I'm joined with the CEO of the Kuwait Business Center, traveling all the way from Kuwait with the 100 people delegation from Kuwait. Mr. Hafiz Mohammed Shabir Saab, who is MD of Al Hafiz Co, and he's looking after the business of Pakistan Tourism Development in Kuwait. I'm honored, sir, that your kind presence. I'm also joined with my very dear friend and good brother, Overseas Pakistani Investment Convention President, who has actually visualized this whole convention today, Mr. Mustafa Nehra, who is the founder of this initiative. And I hope that these kind of initiatives can be supported by the government and the state, not only from Pakistan, but of course across the world. I'm honored, similarly, as I've been telling you that we've been supported by the diplomatic missions, and I'm honored, really, literally honored, that it's Sunday. And Sunday is as all layer working, no working, and all layer day. And being around with the diplomats is something very exceptional today. And I'm honored that His Excellency Mr. Adil Alawi, who is joined us, Ambassador of Tunisia to Pakistan, a very vibrant ambassador in the country, who has supported the initiative, or crazy initiatives, of course, over the years during your presence. And still, your embassy has always opened its hearts, its doors to the investors, traders, journalists, to yourself, to meeting on a regular basis. It's over to you, Excellency, and let us know how we can invest in your country. Mr. Adil.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Good morning, Assalamu alaikum to everybody. And, before I start, I would like to thank my sister Farhat Asif for these wonderful words about me in my country. But you know that as diplomats and as ambassadors, we are like soldiers. So if there is a need to be present, so there's no Sunday or Saturday or Wednesday, so we should be there and to promote the relations between countries, between Pakistan and our respective countries. So this is a good opportunity that you give me to present some information about my country, Tunisia. Let me, before that, thank you and congratulate the Diplomatic Insight group for this energy, for this vibration, for all their initiatives. I'm here in Pakistan, I think, 4 years now, and I was following their activities, and I guess that they are one of the most active and innovative groups in Pakistan. I congratulate them for that. And now it is your 10th birthday. 10th birthday, so this is a good opportunity to congratulate you. Furthermore, let me tell you some information about Tunisia, my country. Tunisia is a Muslim country, it's an African country, it's a Mediterranean country, and it is an Arab country. So all these things are gathered in Tunisia. So this gives us diversity that should be exploited by Pakistani investors, Pakistani businessmen. And Tunisia, strategic location in the heart of the Mediterranean Sea, in Northern Africa, is considered as a big gate for access to the world's largest markets, like the European Union. Tunis is 1 hour flight to Rome, and between 1 hour half and 2 hours flight to all the European capitals. So if you invest in Tunisia, you have a very near, very close, big market, which is the European Union market. And we have also a very important legal framework with the European Union. So there is facilities, privileges, and also all the rights that businessmen can have to export to Tunisia and to re-export to the European Union. Also, we are very connected to Africa. As everybody knows, Africa nowadays is the continent of future, and all the big economies are there. So why not Pakistan? And I know also that Pakistan is very busy of its immediate environment, like China, Turkey, all the Asian countries. This is good. But as I know, businessmen, they should have the sense of adventure, sense of innovation. They should travel, they should discover new markets. And if you go to new markets, I'm sure that you can find opportunities that you can't find in your immediate environment. Furthermore, Tunisia has a good infrastructure, international airports, ports, highways, railways, and also we have very good virtual proximity. Telecommunication is one of the most dynamic sectors in Tunisia. Tunisia also is a preferred site for investors seeking to tap into sub-Saharan and Arab markets. And it has signed preferential agreements with the Maghreb and other African markets. My country also was one of the 44 African countries who have signed the historic trade agreement aimed at paving the way of liberalized market for goods and services across the continent. The African Continent Free Trade Area, an agreement cast in the mold of the European Union's version, was signed on the 10th ordinary session of the African Union Heads of State Summit in Kigali in March 2018. This is a very big market, and this is a very important legal framework that if you establish your business in Tunisia, so we have access to many important African markets. I must also speak about the Tunisia benefits from reduced tariffs granted in the context of the General System of Preference, GSP, for manufactured and agriculture and handmade products. We have this privilege with Japan, with Canada, with the United States, with Switzerland, with Australia. In October 2016, Tunisia was officially accepted as a member of the Common Market of the Eastern and Southern Market, Africa. This is a market of 475 million consumers. This is huge for the Pakistani investors. And they should go there on the ground to discover all these opportunities. We should not be limited to what is written or to what is learned in TV or on the ground. It's another reality. Also, what can I say? With regard to the Pakistani-Tunisian relations, our bilateral relations, we can say proudly that they are excellent. And we have a very long-standing brotherly diplomatic relations more than half a century ago. These relations, the relations between Pakistan and Tunisia, are based on mutual respect, understanding, solidarity, and good political will. The last successful 9th session of the Joint Ministerial Commission, which was held in Tunisia in February 2018, was certainly a cornerstone in our relations. Regarding the agreement signed between the two countries in different fields and the comprehensive review of the development of our bilateral relations, we are currently coordinating between Tunisian and Pakistani authorities to organize the technical cooperation summit so we can put these agreements on the ground. Nevertheless, the existing bilateral commercial and economic activities are far below the potential that Tunisia and Pakistan have. So we have potential in Pakistan, and I don't like the word potential, I don't know why. So if you say potential, so there is something which was not done. So we have potential, so we should work and to avoid this word. Even it sounds a very positive word, but we should work hard so that we can concretize and make this potential tangible. Tunisia has a great interest to foster the bonds of friendship and cooperation with Pakistan. We are ready to offer partnership, especially in the economic field, and set up a relation of win-to-win beneficial for both countries. The legal framework between the two countries is very diversified. We can find agreements in non-double taxation. We have also a joint business council which will oversee and monitor the activities of the relevant government and the private sector agencies regarding the economic ties between the two countries. What I can say was realize that there's a lack of awareness of each other's economic potential. It is an obstacle in enhancement and expansion of bilateral trade and investment to this issue. So, what I can say, governments are just facilitators. You are the private sector. You should make your own links with your counterparts in other countries. You should travel. You should invest money on traveling and meeting people and make direct contacts. I can speak till tomorrow. I can speak very wonderful words about Tunisia, but if you go there, it will eclipse all my words. If you have direct relations with investors, you can create a lot of opportunities, a lot of partnerships. And from there, since the Tunisian businessmen, they are very connected to African business circles and to the European business circles, you can enlarge your business chance and your business potential. That is what I can do. So Tunisia is very famous of its olive oil. and it's a very good product, and we are one of the first countries in the world exporters of olive oil. And I was very surprised when I came to Pakistan that I didn't find the Tunisian olive oil. So the businessmen who are interested to import olive oil from Tunisia, they can contact the embassy. And my government is now focusing in this product. We have also our dates. Tunisia is very strong in textile, and the Pakistan also is very strong in textile. So they can meet and they can make partnerships, wonderful partnerships, to re-export their products to other markets, to the big markets, Africa, Arab, and European markets. Pakistani government adopted the Look Africa policy. We should explore this and exploit this policy, because I saw that there is a very important preliminary and there is important encouragements from the Pakistani government to businessmen to go to all European countries, including Tunisia. Logistics, financial, so they can finance your travel, they can finance your travel, they can finance your contacts. So there is a lot of financial and logistic encouragement from the Pakistani government. The embassy is open to all your proposals, and I hope that you can be more aware about the encouragements and the opportunities of investment in Tunisia, the country in the top north of Africa and very near to Europe, and one of the Muslim world and one country of the Arab world. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Excellency, for your kind presentation, and I hope that with your kind, wise words, I hope that many of the investors or businessmen sitting around the table would like to invest in the countries like Tunisia to reach out to the African market and beyond that. I'm honored that again my friend from the Somalian embassy has joined us, whose name is Khadaddin Guled. I'm pronouncing your name right? He's the commercial attachee and he's looking after the commercial sections of the Somalian embassy. So since we are just, I don't know about the exact protocols, but since we just skipped you, I don't know that if we can hand over the floor to our diplomat from the Uzbek embassy. I don't know. How the protocol goes? Is the Uzbek? Is it okay? It just arrived. So it's like important, because when you are dealing with diplomatic missions, it's like protocol, because businessmen, they also need these kind of protocols to understand.
सर्दियों में अपनों की गर्माहट का साथ हो, अपनाइयत का ये एहसास नेचुरल है, जैसे सर्दियों में दूध और चाय शीरी साथ नेचुरल है।
First, my short speech,
Presentation,
and then
then we
detailed counter presentation.
Okay, wonderful. So hand over to the Uzbekistan.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, dear distinguished guests, dear His Excellency Ambassador of Tunisia, dear organizers. First of all, I would like to thank you to express our gratefulness to organizers of this significant event that can be bridged between investors and business communities of our countries. And as you may know, Uzbekistan is one of the most diversified economy in Central Asia. 27 years back, primary product of Uzbekistan was only cotton. However, nowadays 80% of export products comes from manufacturing industry now in Uzbekistan. Our leather, textile, foodstuff manufacturing increased 12 times. Uzbekistan became huge producer of cars, trucks, buses, agricultural machineries, and aircrafts. For example, we are working now with Pakistan regarding the opening joint venture in Punjab province, assembling unit for agricultural machineries. We're looking for Pakistani partners, and Uzbek side is ready for such project. And at the same time, we are also exporting modern agricultural machineries nowadays to Pakistan, especially for sugarcane mowers. Our country, Uzbekistan, belongs to top 10 countries in gold reserves, natural gas, electricity, oil, uranium, and other national resources. Under leadership of our president, Mr. Shavkat Mirziyoyev, Uzbekistan shifted into open economy and oriented in exports and investments. In this regard, we created wide opportunities for foreign investments and oriented in only manufacturing. After such significant reforms, within 2 years, Uzbekistan became one of the 5 safest country of the world, one of the 10 vastly developing countries of the region, and Uzbekistan created significant incentives and privileges for foreign investments. For example, we are providing tax incentives and other privileges starting from 3 years to 10 years or more. And we have free trade agreement with almost all CIS countries, so that if Pakistani partners will open the manufacturing units in Uzbekistan, they will have direct access to these countries, because we have zero rate custom tax regimes with these countries. It means that you will have access to 300 million population market, including Russia and the Baltic states as well. Because of such reforms, within 3 years, trade and economical relations with Pakistan is developing in effective manner. In particular, for example, if in 2017 our trade turnover was only 36 million, in 2018 it became 100 million. So vastly, majority is Pakistani export to Uzbekistan, and we also export to Pakistan modern, high-quality cotton yarns and foodstuff, beans, machineries, and others. As a one example, I can say that last year, within 1 year, we opened with Pakistan in Uzbekistan 30 joint ventures, only with 1 year. So it became now 84 joint ventures together with Pakistan, and Pakistani business is expressing their interest. For example, this year for January and February in Tashkent was opened 12 joint ventures with Pakistan, so that dynamic is increasingly so significantly. And another important reason for such positive dynamic of economic relations was is the interest of Pakistani government, headed by His Excellency Mr. Imran Khan, to develop relations with Central Asian countries. And I can say that one example also, that some Pakistani business communities living abroad, for example in Arab Emirates, they're also coming to Uzbekistan to open their companies or representative offices. Vastly, some factories. Some huge companies like Al-Aqsar and others, they also recently started to open their manufacturing units. I tried to be short in my speech because we are going to show you also very detailed country presentation in economical oriented video, so that you can understand deeply the opportunities of Uzbekistan. At the same time, I'm inviting you to our B2B room downstairs. We specially equipped our room so we can discuss, and we are ready to answer all your questions and assist you in your business plannings. Thank you so much for your attention. As you know, we put flags and big letters Uzbekistan. There is no number, but it's in the main hall.
Room number 1.
It is one.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, this video was created by Pakistani media company. Okay, sir, you can. We apologize for technical issues, but in our interview meeting, we have a full day we're playing these videos. You can anytime be our guest. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Asur, for your presentation about the country in one of the leading economic emerging country in Central Asia, Republic of Uzbekistan. Thank you so much. I hope that many of the businessmen who are sitting down at the table may visit you in your room, in your country room. Taking the opportunity, I would like to announce here that the Diplomatic Insight Group is taking a business delegation to Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan from April 21st for a week. This will be a business-to-business meetings, direct interactions with the marketing agents and the potential partners in the country. We'll be taking that. For the more further information, you have the cell number of Mr. Asif Noor, who is handling this business delegation, and our colleague from the Kyrgyz embassy is here also, Ms. Sabina. Raise your hand. Yes, Ms. Sabina is here. You can also ask her about the questions about the potential in Kyrgyzstan. So let's go to Africa again. I would like to request Mr. Kader Deen, who is the commercial attaché of the Somalian embassy in Islamabad, to let us know about the potential of the investment and business in a country as beautiful as Somalia. I'm also announcing another announcement before I hand over the floor to Mr. Kader is that I'm being told that Prime Minister's Special Assistant on Overseas Pakistanis and Human Resource Development, Mr. Zulfi Bukhari, will be joining us at 3 p.m. 2 p.m. 2:30 p.m. Exactly, 2:30 p.m. He will be joining us here in the convention, in Overseas in Pakistanis Investment Convention. Apart from that, he will, Mr. Masood Khan, who is the president of Azad Jammu and Kashmir, he will be also joining. Along with that, some other ministers will be joining us at 2:30 for the formal interaction with the business community, who is coming all the way from different parts of the world, including Kuwait. The delegation has been arriving. I'm so honored that Gulf countries from Europe, you are all welcome in Pakistan, and of course you are the asset that we always rely on our shoulders, our hearts to you. Welcome to Pakistan again. So Mr. Kadadi, so let's see that what are the potential in your country.
Excellencies and diplomatic corps, distinguished members, our dynamic entrepreneurs from Pakistan, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed, it's a great pleasure and honor for me to address this summit. Let me first begin by extending a warm welcome to the distinguished delegation from the Global Investment Opportunity Summit. We are honored by your presence and see it as a new chapter in Somalia-Pakistan partnership. As we strive to achieve the transformation of our nation to a middle-income country in responsible partnership, I know we can. After decades of anarchy and lawlessness in Somalia, Somalia is now back to international platforms, engaging its partners and promoting trade, commerce, and industry growth. I want to state that Somali Parliament has passed the Foreign Investment Law, which has been signed by the President. This gives unprecedented opportunity to foreign investors to invest in Somalia. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry is also committed to enhance trade facilitation by easing the issuance of license to local and foreign traders. We as the embassy are also committed to welcome Pakistan investors in reviving the industrial sector, in particular small and medium industries. We are requesting from the government and businessmen of Pakistan to support and play a major role in the revival of Somalia's old factories. Somalia applied for WTO membership and is keen to develop partnership and economic relations with international organizations. As such, Somalia now is beneficiary of Enhanced Integrated Framework EIF program. Somalia is also part of COMESA. Somalia has enormous opportunities in agriculture, livestock, fisheries, energy, real estate, and we request all to tap into these promising fields of investments. Somalia, a country that has not had a stable government for over 2 decades, exports more than the double the livestock exports more than double the livestock's more economically and politically stable neighbors, Ethiopia and Kenya, do annually. For example, according to data from Food and Agriculture Organization FAO, Somalia exported a record of 5 million livestock in 2014, in which Ethiopia exported 1.9 million and Kenya only managed 200,000. Heavy investment in animal disease prevention backed by the European Union and other developed partners has helped the country become more competitive on the international market. We believe and remain committed to the development of the private sector through public-private partnership, PPP, to the improvement of the business climate to foster international trade that will yield economic diversification for sustained economic growth. Friends and colleagues, it's great to realize that Pakistan and Somalia face each other across the ocean, one in Africa, the other one in Asia. We got what it takes to be the gateway to Africa, both geographically and mindset, as we are nicknamed the Lion of Trade in Africa. We are part of One Road, One Belt initiative, as we are the last signatory just recently, the meeting that was concluded in China, Africa and China Summit. Somalia has had a very long history with Pakistan, and we control 30% of the businesses in Horn of Africa, East and Central Africa. You will find Somali exporters everywhere through Africa. We are the major agents for Pakistani manufactured products, but we must fill the deficit, and it's high time we should have bilateral meetings between our two esteemed ministries. The future of doing business between our two brotherly nations has never been brighter. Friends and colleagues, Somalia is transforming, and we all have played and continue to play a role in that transformation, despite the challenges. Pakistan has been there when Somalia needed the most. I am grateful to both Somalia and Pakistan business community in taking part of this transformation. Allow me to once again thank you for having invited us to this fabulous business forum. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is the end of our presentation. I am grateful that you have highlighted the potential of Somalia and the country that is rising. And I hope that many of the people who are sitting around, the business enterprises who are sitting around the table, will be looking forward to have interaction with you and investing in your country. This is the end of the presentation. I would like to request a group photo. Before that, the Hafiz Mohammed Sabir Sahab, who is the tourism coordinator for the Kuwait chapter, and is present here with his delegation of 100 people, business enterprises from Kuwait, would like to present.
Let him say something.
You want to say something? Yeah. You want to say something? And so, by the way, it's a wonderful book. I've been looking, since I'm an academician also, so I was looking at the book. It's a beautiful one. It's a handy. You can also look at it. And
thank you very much, gentlemen. Excellencies, I'm grateful to see you here today. Although, yes, it's a holiday, but it's a great opportunity, and we did something out of the box. Because the audience in front of you is not called by the government. So you can just judge about the spirit of Pakistani manufacturers, exporters, buyers, and Pakistani community. Those are willing to do a great connection with all the world. And we have worked a lot, and we made an organization from overseas Pakistani, the initiative taken by my friend Mr. Ghulam Mustafa from Dubai, and we backed him from Kuwait, just to get connected everywhere through the embassy or directly to the ambassadors, not only in Pakistan, all over the world. So to me, that I designed this book for all country tourism of Pakistan, which is showing the tourism in Pakistan is having many different kinds. We have religious tourism, we have cultural tourism, we have heritage, we have many kind of other tourism that is really very helpful to see. And I have my suggestion how we can get the nations connected. Like our students, university students, college students are other students, we can just have relationship, let them move each other and have visit of different countries. So this connection will make us business connections, relationship, and we can move further for any kind of movement through each other. So this book is being handed over to all excellencies, and hopefully we'll try our best for next convention in Qatar. So we will call all the embassies there and try to do our best. Thank you very much.
I will, Hafiz Saab, you want to- I'm so honored many of the business enterprises are approaching us to name them. For each and every one of you is important for us. Each one of you is all significant for this initiative to be led to big levels. Each one of you is as much important to everyone to be named, to be presented an award for being present here on Sunday first, taking the opportunity on your busy schedule because business time is money. Business is time, you manage your time accordingly, you invest your time, you take the time out from your busy schedules. Each one of you is important. Before that, we are just expecting the excellencies, the ministers who are just arriving in 2:30. I would like to request Mr. Hafiz Saab to present this to His Excellency Mr. Adar Arabi, Ambassador of Tunisia to Pakistan.
ये करें look please camera
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
जी 1 minute please आपकी कुर्सी को ख्याल रखें इनकी कुर्सी का जी
Next,
थैंक्स
I would like to request Mr. Samir to get this with representing the Azerbaijan embassy in Pakistan.
Sir.
I would like to request Mr. Jasser, who is representing the embassy of the Republic of Uzbekistan in Pakistan.
Sir. Yes, please.
yes sir
Sir,
yes sir
sir.
please
Please.
thanks
My dear friend from the Somalian embassy, this book is for you.
here is the beer come please
I would like to request Ms. Sabina from who is representing the Kyrgyz embassy here in Islamabad to get this book.
this one sir please sir थोड़ा सा रखो
I would like to request
Thanks a lot.
dignitaries to be seated and a group photo. Everyone should join us. Please.
how they can
Just walk over. I need to be boss here.
I realize this one
I need to be a boss here. Everyone should join
बाकी आ जाए
Everyone, please join us for the group photo so that you can remember that we were together.
जिक्रिया ले ले ये ग्रुप ले ले
Yes.
बस यहीं से हाँ वो बस यहीं से लेना
Thank you, sir.
थैंक्स अ लॉट, थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, everyone.
चलें जी,
Thank you so much.
इधर ही रखना। माइक शायद ले आ। इसको कर, ये पोजीशन है यहाँ पे। सर की थोड़ी सी मुझे जगह देना, मैंने ये। मैम प्लीज, एक मैंने फाइल